G'day guys, it's Kelvin, Cartoon Company in New Zealand. We're still seeing guys that don't know that you can reflash a 3UZ ECU. I've just had this one come in. So this 3UZ is a like a 186 crown, UZS 186 crown. It's got the part number on the ECU, 8966130D30. Let's jump into Toyo DIY and see if we can see what that's actually out of and double check.
Hey, g'day guys. So I'm going to chat while I'm doing here. I'm going to tap in Toyo DIY. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to enter their parts catalog. I'm going to search by part number. You want to get this screen here. See? Parts cross-reference. What was that ECU number? It was 89661. Hey. 661. I'll do a video about these part numbers because it'll make it much easier to understand at some stage. If you know how the numbers work. So 89661. 30, it's a crown. D30. It's not a D. It's late. D30. Yep. And I'm just going to tick all these boxes here. I'm going to tick North America. I took Europe and I took Japan. It's not going to come in North America. So, you know, if you're looking for a crown, Japanese car, it's not going to be in the North American market. There it is. We've got the Crown Majestas. So we've got these. It brings up 2003 to 2008. But when you actually go into the link below, 2006 to 2008. I'm going to click on the little picture here, the little thing there. There we have, and you'll notice out here there's no pictures. But watch this. Bam! We got pictures like magic. There's your ECU, boxes, vents. There's a temp sensor, water temp sensor for EFI. That's great. So it tells us that it's out of a Crown, UZS 186, and then we've got a sub-model number. You can see down here, it's a A-spec. Out of Japan, it was a sedan. It had a 3UZ. I don't know. There's be some specs of something. Automatic transmission with a 6-speed. So there's what that ECU is out of. Toyo DIY. Resource open to everyone. Great system. Get a sign in, get a login, get an invite, get those pictures. It's awesome. Back to the video. Go. Back you go. Go.
Well, that shows that how you can look at Toyo DIY and get the part numbers for these vehicles. And it's available to everyone, not just me. Everyone can get it, and you can get pictures as well, which are really, really helpful. Right, this particular ECU is going into a FJ40 Land Cruiser. So we're going to run the 6-speed auto behind it. We're going to run the 3UZ. We're going to put a 2UZ sub onto the 3UZ. It's because it fits the Land Cruiser really, really well. And we're going to reflash this ECU. Because it's staying auto, what do we expect? We expect better shifts. I expect better throttle response. We are also going to put in better tuning maps for both fuel and ignition to improve the overall performance of the engine. I'll show you what I do. We have the laptop, we have the ECU, and I have my test loom. So we plug it in. I'm connected to my battery. Plenty of battery power. I don't want it going flat through this process. I've got my dongle, my reflash dongle, or adapter, if you want to call it an adapter. And I've got my computer program. ECU is turned on. Check lights on. That ECU is now powered up. And I go into the software. I'm already set on the correct protocol. So this will read the 5-speed Toyota's Did one the other day, did a Hilux. So we're going to identify the ECU. And it actually tells me here that it is a UZS 180 something, a 3UZFE, and the ECU part number is 30D30, which we've already seen it is. I'm also going to pull the check codes out of it. And the main one we want to get rid of here is B2799. We're also going to take out the sub-auction sensor codes for this build. It's going to be much easier without the sub-auction sensors, so we're going to delete them as well. We're going to save this information, then we're going to come back in, and we're going to make some changes and reflash that ECU. There's that ECU. I've sneaked back to work. There's the flashing happening. See, you know why it's flashing? Because the dongle flashes, the adapter flashes, and we're writing into that ECU at the moment. Day didn't quite go to plan, so it was just too much happening. So I've sneaked back tonight to get this sorted. Yep, it's flicky. I'm okay with that. Got voltage, got my battery nicely charged. My test unit all working. It looks like that one's done. Completed successfully. Okay. We'll chuck a second file in. And we're going to write that in as well. This process means lots of sitting around, watching it, checking that you turn the key on and off at the right time. Pushing buttons. So this one, as I said earlier, improved transmission control, improved throttle response, more power, turn some oxygen sensor codes off and some other bits and pieces in there, done. Giving it the best power we can for this job. We've selected this file. It should be just an absolute sweetheart in this truck. And that ECU is reflashing nicely. And we're nearly done. It's that easy, we're done. Right. Once the ECU's been flashed, I go back in and double check on the fault codes that are in here. And the main one that I'm looking to be gone is the B2799. B2799 is the immobilizer, part of the ECU. So I want that gone. And this one happens to be the auto, okay? So if I'm doing an auto swap, I want to keep the auto functioning. If we're doing a manual swap, then we do a different process and we chuck that auto away. Make sure all the codes are turned off for the auto. And basically make it into a manual ECU. That one's all done. We'll get on to the next one. There is more coming on this particular swap. FJ40 Land Cruiser getting a 3UZ and a 6-speed auto with 4-wheel drive. So I hope that's been helpful. Just clearing up a little bit more about the reflashing of the 3UZ ECUs. We'll talk again soon. Catch you later. I connected the relays and fuses in my new setup. This is my test unit, so it's sort of morphing. And we've put an accelerator pedal. I've used a Hilux one. That might even be a Hi-Ace one. So I use that. And I turn this on. Check light comes on. That's good. I've got a battery connected. I gave the throttle body a clean with my toothbrush. And we check that the throttle works. So here's the throttle. That's better, yeah, that's good. We get something flammable. I reckon something flammable is what we need. I haven't even got a fuel pump connected yet. And then I touch this wire here because I haven't got a start relay in yet. Oh, that's why I like that. I think it might be a gear. It ran out of fuel.
What do you want me to do about it?
Hold the can? I don't need you to hold the can. I'm going to put a fuel pump on it. He's got the can now. Look, he's ready. He's loaded. No, we're doing... I'm actually going to connect the fuel pump now.